Another set of eyes. This is also a soft skill between 12 and 24 weeks of pregnancy, but it's sort of coupled with awareness. One of the things we talked about is beginning to feel the top of the fundus, the top of the uterus in the baby as it grows over the next 12 weeks. Another set of eyes has the component of both literally being able to see in the back of your head or around corners or your peripheral vision, but it also has to do with putting your eyes in the tips of your fingers so that you can see what you're feeling. So when you feel the top of the uterus, then see with your fingertips. This will help you all through the birth preparation part from 24 to 36 weeks, during the birth, whatever type of birth you have, and once you have children. And it's also a skill that you give to your children when they are learning to walk, and toddlers. If you have children, you know there's a period of time, particularly when children are prone to falling, not because they can't keep their balance, but because their feet just don't see things and they trip over things. So one of the great gifts you can give to your children as a father is to say to them, put your eyes in the tip of your toes. And then if they trip and fall, you say, oh, you forgot to open your eyes in your tip of your toes, or you forgot to remember that you have eyes in the tip of your toes. And when they develop eyes in the tip of their toes, they stumble less. It's the same way when you develop hand skills. If you put your eyes into your fingers, then your fingers and your brain, that connection is much more sophisticated. Another reason you want to develop these eyes in your fingers has to do with who you are as a human being. You know, Freud says women have penis envy. Men have uterus and breast envy. What can I tell you? There are lots of men, some don't admit it, lots of men who would love to be pregnant. They don't really want the bad parts of pregnancy, but they want the good parts of pregnancy, just as we don't want the bad parts of penises. We want the good parts of penises. If you're a man who wants to be pregnant, that may not coincide with how your partner feels. I have worked with, as I said, thousands of families. There are women who just are blasé about being pregnant. There are other women who just love to flaunt being pregnant. There are men who would love to be pregnant. If they are partnered with a woman who is very blasé, it's sometimes hard for the men to get the women to understand their fascination. If you're married to a woman who loves being pregnant, and you want to be pregnant as well, then you have magic happening, because she will let you fiddle with her body and she will help you understand her body and what she's going through. And that way you learn and understand and get satisfied with that urge in you as a human being to have a pregnancy experience. And a lot of this comes from touch, how you touch and how touch to her changes. So this is your second set of eyes. It's learning to put them in your fingertips and learning how to see through touch.